Before we begin, please subscribe, comment, share, and like. Humanity has spent trillions exploring outer space. We have sent rovers to distant planets. We built the International Space Station in orbit. But we ignored a terrifying truth right here at home. The bottom of our oceans remains completely unmapped. It is a pitch-black world of crushing pressure. It is more hostile than the vacuum of space. But now, China is officially moving to conquer it. They are building the world's first permanent deep-sea space station. This is not a temporary submarine or a basic diving pod. It is a massive, crude laboratory anchored on the ocean floor. It sits a staggering 2,000 meters beneath the surface. That is deep inside the midnight zone, where light never penetrates. To build this, Beijing is deploying an astronomical budget. The estimated cost is a massive 150 billion yuan. That is over 21 billion US dollars for initial deployment. It is designed to house scientists for a month at a time. They will live under bone-crushing high pressure. This project goes completely beyond human imagination. It is a project that will permanently rewrite the laws of physics, and it is sparking deep military panic around the globe. Hit that subscribe button right now. Let's descend into China's secret underwater empire. To understand the insanity of this project, we must look at the location. China is anchoring this station deep within the South China Sea. At 2,000 meters down, the conditions are utterly apocalyptic. The water pressure is over 200 times greater than at sea level. That is equivalent to an elephant standing on your thumb. The temperature hovers barely above freezing. The darkness is absolute and completely absolute. For decades, scientists could only visit this abyss for a few hours. They used small, cramped, battery-powered submersibles, but China's state planners wanted a permanent stronghold. The project is being engineered by the China Shipbuilding Industry Corporation. The blueprint details a modular titanium-reinforced habitat. It looks exactly like the International Space Station, but underwater. It features long cylindrical crew modules, docking bays, and labs. A crew of 6 scientists will live inside the core habitat. They will conduct research continuously for 30 days straight. They will do this without ever seeing a single ray of natural sunlight. It is a psychological and physical experiment of extreme endurance. Let's break down where that massive $21 billion budget is going. Building underwater is significantly harder than building in space. In space, you are fighting a vacuum with zero pressure. Underwater, you are fighting a physical wall of crushing water. A massive portion of the 150 billion yuan budget goes into materials science. Standard steel would buckle and implode instantly at these depths. Engineers had to develop brand new ultralight titanium alloys. These materials must resist immense pressure and saltwater corrosion. Another huge slice of the budget goes toward the life support systems. The station must recycle 99% of its oxygen and water supply. There is absolutely zero room for mechanical error. If a seal fails, the station implodes in less than a millisecond. Furthermore, the project requires an entirely new fleet of support vessels. China recently launched the Mengxiang deep ocean drilling ship. This mega vessel is designed to drill straight toward Earth's mantle. It acts as a massive surface command center for the underwater station. Beijing is funding this entire project completely unilaterally. They are bypassing the slow bureaucracy of international partnerships. They are spending whatever it takes to win the deep sea race. Why spend $21 billion to live in a dark, crushing abyss? The answer is simple: the ultimate energy treasure. The deep seabed of the South China Sea holds a world-changing resource. It is called methane hydrate, also known as flammable ice. These are vast reserves of natural gas trapped inside frozen water crystals. The station is built right next to underwater zones called cold seeps. These are areas where methane gas leaks naturally from the Earth's crust. Scientists estimate the South China Sea holds 70 billion tons of flammable ice. That is enough clean energy to power China for centuries, but harvesting it from the surface is incredibly dangerous and unstable. If the methane gas escapes uncontrollably, it can trigger massive tsunamis. By building a permanent space station directly on the seabed, Chinese scientists can monitor and extract the resource safely. But energy is only half the prize. The deep sea floor is covered in rare nodules of cobalt and nickel. These minerals are the lifeblood of modern electric vehicle batteries. The concentrations down there are 3 times higher than on land. Whoever controls the seabed controls the future of global technology. To run a massive space station underwater, you need immense power. You cannot use solar panels in the pitch-black midnight zone. Batteries are far too weak to run heavy laboratory equipment. Running a miles-long extension cable from the mainland is impossible. So, Chinese engineers came up with a mind-blowing solution. The deep-sea space station will likely be powered by a small nuclear reactor. They are designing a compact, submerged nuclear power capsule. This reactor will safely sit on the ocean floor next to the station. It will provide continuous, uninterrupted electricity for decades. The surrounding freezing seawater will act as a natural cooling jacket, but this nuclear choice introduces terrifying engineering risks. The station sits near highly active underwater volcanic lines. An underwater earthquake could crack the nuclear housing unit. A radiation leak at 2,000 meters depth would be catastrophic. It could permanently poison ocean currents across the entire Pacific. Yet China is moving forward with absolute confidence. Their engineering teams are building double-hulled safety containment units. They are treating the deep ocean as their ultimate nuclear playground. The crude habitat is just the brain of a much larger system. China is surrounding the station with an advanced 4D monitoring network. The station serves as a docking garage for a fleet of autonomous drones. These unmanned underwater vehicles operate entirely via artificial intelligence. They swim out from the station to map the ocean floor automatically. They gather mineral data and monitor underwater volcanic shifts. When their batteries run low, they return to the station's docking bays. They recharge their power cells automatically using the nuclear grid. The entire ecosystem is tied together by an extensive fiber optic network. China has quietly laid thousands of miles of cables along the seabed. This allows the underwater station to stream real-time data to Beijing. Scientists on land can watch high-definition video feeds of the abyss. They can control robotic mining arms from thousands of miles away. It is a fully automated robotic deep-sea industrial zone. Nothing of this scale has ever been attempted in human history. While China frames this as a scientific triumph, military generals are terrified. The South China Sea is one of the most contested areas on Earth. Multiple nations claim ownership over these strategic waters. By building a permanent nuclear-powered station on the ocean floor, China is effectively locking down its territorial claims permanently. A deep-sea space station is the ultimate military cloaking device. Satellites in space cannot look through 2,000 meters of water. Radar systems are completely useless in the deep ocean. This station can easily serve as a hidden submarine detection hub. It can deploy acoustic sensor nets across major naval shipping routes. It can track American and Allied submarines with perfect precision. Furthermore, the drone swarms could be modified for underwater warfare. They could cut international internet cables during a conflict. They could sabotage underwater oil pipelines without leaving a trace. The deep sea has officially become the new front line for global espionage. And China has just taken a massive, irreversible head start. The deep-sea space station is on track to be fully operational by 2030. Initial high-pressure engineering tests have already been completed successfully. It marks the beginning of a brand new era for the human race. We are no longer just visiting the deep ocean for brief moments. We are officially moving in permanently to claim its treasures. China is spending $21 billion to conquer the last frontier on Earth. They are building an underwater empire that will alter geopolitics forever. The secrets hidden in the pitch-black abyss are finally being unlocked. But the consequences of this project will echo for centuries. Would you spend a month locked inside a nuclear station underwater? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching this engineering breakdown. We will see you in the next deep dive into human ingenuity.